Reds vs Moana Pasifika. Ooh, what a game in the end, guys. Now, the first 20 minutes I thought were actually quite messy. There seemed to be a lot of dropped ball. And I actually thought it was quite funny. I thought there was some real borderline forward passes. I definitely thought they were forward, and I just think the ref just missed them. But, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments of this video about that. I also thought that the Reds just seemed a little bit too expansive with their play. They'd make a break, they'd do it a good offload, and then they'd have a half break. They'd do another offload, and it would go to hand, or not go to hand, and they'd knock the ball on. So I just think the Reds just needed to just tone it back a little bit. They just needed to apply a bit more pressure, say 3, 4, 5, 6 more phases on attack, and I think they would have been a lot more dangerous on attack. Probably scored, actually. The next big play of the game was about 33 minutes in, and Moana Pasifika got some good phases in. It was a good attacking play by them, and Julian Severe scored. Then, just before halftime, 10-0 to Moana Pasifika. The Reds, hot on attack, they get a penalty right in front of the sticks. I thought, will they go for goal, or will they keep attacking? They took a tap kick. And I actually thought at that point, I thought the Reds would go on and score. It didn't eventuate. There was a few knock-ons and a bit wish-washy. There was a scrum. Tate McDermott went blind and nearly an intercept to Moana. That was the end of the first half. 10-0 to Moana Pasifika. At that point, I still thought that the Reds would come back and win it. I thought they'd get a grilling from the coach. Shortly into the second half, the Reds came back firing. They scored a good try just after half-time. We then went a bit wish-washy, the game. A few drop balls, a bit messy to watch. The next big play of the game was a swinging arm by Tate McDermott. Guys, I actually thought that was a little bit soft, that penalty that was upgraded to a red card. But it's a grey area in the game at the moment. And ultimately, you do need to have, player safety does need to be number one in rugby. So it's a difficult one. The next big play was the Reds about the 70th minute. Finally, their passing seemed to ignite, and that was one hell of a try by Geordie Patea in that right corner. Some really slick passing and a really well-executed try by them. So obviously then they're in the lead. The next big play, 75 minutes in, Fraser McWright, yellow card, upgraded to a red card. Yeah, not good. Disciplined by the Reds last night, but they'll have to learn from that. And then Moana Pasifika went hot on attack down the other end. Guys, I actually honestly thought the Reds would hold them off on defence, but a missed tackle on William Havili, and then he scores the winning try to clinch the game at the end. Guys, players to watch from the game. I thought Hunter Paisami. Geez, I really, really like him. He's not that big, is he? But, man, is he powerful. A number of times, he'd often make 3-4 meters over the advantage line just because he's slippery and he's just so powerful, isn't he? Look, I think if he can keep up that form, he'll definitely be in Wallaby duty later in the year. The other one I thought was good was Fraser McWright. He's not he doesn't have that flair to him, does he? But he's busy, he's involved. He's just a menace at the breakdown, which is what you want from your open side flankers. Yeah, and to me, the other thing about him, there's certain players that I just look at anyway and just go, yes, they are capable of playing international rugby. And he just strikes me as one of those players that he looks, to me, capable of playing international rugby. So hopefully he's in Wallaby duty later in the year. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment on it. And I'll have more videos coming up from some brilliant games of Super Rugby to come this weekend. Cheers.